Welcome back to our Braun-Bostich and Associates web series. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the Trump account, also known as Invest America or the 530A account. It's been in the news a good bit lately, so you've probably heard about it. And I just wanted to review some of how it came about, what it entails, how you can contribute, those kinds of things today. So the account is to promote long term financial growth for children. And so anybody that has a social security number, is a US citizen, and under the age of 18 can open an account and receive contributions. It acts very similar to an IRA, but you do not have to have earned income. So with a regular IRA, you can't contribute unless you have earned income. With the Trump account, that's not the case. And so it can receive up to $5,000 of contributions, post tax contributions in any given year. Those contributions can be made by the parent, a grandparent, the child, pretty much anybody, including your employer, but you can't contribute more than $5,000 in a year. The employer's portion of that can be up to 2,500. Now, one thing that's of particular note is that if you have a child that was born between January 1st of 25 and December 31st of 28, they are eligible for a $1,000 government funded contribution. This is part of the pilot program where kids born in within that time frame get $1,000 just deposited into the account. So there's a few other stipulations with the account, other than the $5,000 limit on contributions. It has to be invested in a U.S. broad-based equity index fund with a certain level of fees, so very low cost. The goal here again is to promote long-term growth, and one way to do that is by keeping the internal costs of the investment very low. So you have to be careful when selecting the investment inside of the Trump account. The other, you can use the account for education. The child can use it to buy a home. They can use it to start a business once they reach the age of 18. So that's the key is you don't want to touch it until you're 18 years old. So, how to create the account, you're probably wondering. And so, there's a form that you have to file with your tax return, and you can do that with your 2025 return. It's Form 4547. And what that does is it just kind of lets the IRS know that you're interested in opening an account, and you provide the dependents' details on their birth date. I think there's a special section on the form if the child falls in that pilot program window. So, you want to pay attention to that. You can just ask your tax preparer about it when you're probably getting ready to file now. It's also, you once you do that, you file the form. It looks like the Treasury Department will be reaching out to you sometime in May, and so you won't be able to contribute to the accounts until July of this year. So after right around July 4th or July 5th of 2026 is when you can contribute. And that's also the time frame that if you're part of the pilot program that you would receive the $1,000 government funded contribution. So just a little bit of information on the Trump account. If you have additional questions, you can call the office, send me an email. And as always, you can find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So thanks for listening.